here as in Kids Vlog. Today let's have fun with the studies. So today I'm gonna explain you the chapter called the circulatory system. So what does the circulatory system do and what is that circulatory system and why it is useful? So you know that we and you know that lungs take in oxygen and pushes out the carbon dioxide. Same thing in the digestive system. The digestive system takes in food, nutrients and water and removes the waste from our body. So, but who transports these things to the other system? The circulatory system does. Now I'm going to teach you the parts of the circulatory system and how do they work. So the circulatory system consists of the heart, the blood vessels and the blood. The blood vessels also consist of three parts. They are arteries, veins and capillaries. Now I am going to teach you about the blood. The blood carries nutrients and oxygen to various parts of the body and removes waste from our body. It is a red color liquid flowing and it is in our body. So whenever you hurt yourself often and get cut, you may find something red color liquid flowing out, and that is only called the blood. The blood are of two types. A liquid called plasma, it is red in color, and another it is there are three types of cells. They are the red blood cells, the white blood cells and the platelets. The platelets protect from clotting. The red blood cells protect from the white blood cells protect from infections and diseases, and red blood cells transport oxygen, things to and carbon dioxide from the lungs. Okay, now I'm going to teach you about the heart. The heart is the size of our face and it is made up of muscles, very strong, and it is in the center of our lung, slightly to the left, and it is in the chest cavity, and our heart pumps the blood to various parts of the body. This is the most important point in the heart. So this is the human heart. The human heart is divided into four chambers. That is, the upper two chambers are called the arterium and the lower two chambers are called the vertical. The right arterium, the left arterium, the right vertical and the left vertical. So now I'm going to teach you about the valves. The valves, okay? There are four types of valves. They are the tricuspid valves, the pulmonary valve, mitral valve and aortic valve. What do they do? Let us learn. So the tricuspid valve and the mitral valve opens when the rest of the valve will close. When the right vertical is filled with, or the both verticals is filled with oxygen, deoxygenated or oxygenated blood, so the tricuspid valve and the mitral valve will close, and the pulmonary valve, aortic valve will open so that the oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood goes to the veins and arteries, so that they would be transported into good oxygenated blood and from deoxygenated blood. So now let me teach you the two types of process, how the valves will open and close. So when we breathe in, the tricuspid valve and the mitral valve will open so that the oxygenated blood and the deoxygenated blood can pass through the vertical, and and that is called systole. And when we relax, the tricuspid valve and the mitral valve will close, and the pulmonary valve, the aortic valve will open, so that the blood will go through the pulmonary artery and the aorta. So that is called diastole. Now let us learn how does the deoxygenated blood goes to the heart, and how the lungs refresh that blood to the red color blood and again comes back to the heart, and how it pumps through which organs. When we breathe in, it first goes to the vena cavas. The vena cavas are of two types. They are the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. The superior vena cava is very strong, but the inferior vena cava is a little weak. So it goes through that, which sends to the right arterium, and passes through the tricuspid valve. When the right vertical is filled, so the tricuspid valve will close and the pulmonary valve will open, and then it will pass through the artery, the pulmonary artery, which send it to the lungs, and the lungs refresh that deoxygenated blood to the oxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means with the blood which has few oxygen, and oxygenated blood is called which has much oxygen in the blood. So it goes to the lungs, and that lungs refresh that blood into red color, from blue to red, and again send it to the heart through the pulmonary vein through the left arterium and passes through the mitral valve. Then the left vertical when the left vertical is filled with the oxygenated blood, the aortic valve will open and the mitral valve will close, and which sends to the aorta and send to all the body through arteries and veins. Now I am gonna teach you the arteries and the veins. The arteries are thicker than the veins, and the arteries are in red color, but the veins are in blue color and a little thinner. Veins are easy to spot, but arteries, it carries much oxygenated blood and carries pure blood. Veins carry impure blood, that it's easy to spot, mostly in the hands of elderly people. See in my hand, or see in your hands, mostly in the left hand or the right hand. On the wrist, you can find some blue lines. They are only called veins, as it is very thin and it's lie on the surface of the skin. That's easy to spot the veins. And usually the arteries are deep seated. Another, I'm gonna teach you how many beats does the heart beats in a day and in a year. The heart beats 100,000 beats in a day and 35 million beats in a year, and it pumps 5 quarts of blood in every minute. So I'm gonna teach you about the capillaries now. The capillaries are small rounded shaped. They join the arteries and the veins so that it keeps on circulating from head to toe. It is in every part, in fingers, in hands, in toes. To find out the capillaries, just see in the eye of your friend or member of the family, anybody, you will see some red lines, and those red lines are called capillaries. It's everywhere. Our body is full of capillaries. So the arteries, veins, capillaries are together called the blood vessels. Now I'm going to tell you something. To hear your heartbeat, just make a stethoscope out of a 3-hose connector, a filterer and 2 straws. Put the filterer in your heart. You can hear some heartbeats. Count the beats in 1 minute. Then write it down in a rough copy and do some exercise like running or cycling, and again measure your heartbeat. You will think that it is faster, very very fast. Am I right? Then count the beats again in the minute. So it is more than the minute before the exercise. Why? Because as you run or do that exercise, you need more energy to run more. So the heartbeat, to make more energy, it will beat faster so that you will get energy and you can run more faster. And that is why you will take breaths so that the heart will get some little more energy. And now I'm gonna teach you about the pulse rate. What does the pulse rate do? The pulse rate is actually called the throbbing of the heart. Means thump, thump. To find out the pulse rate, just put the fingers on your wrist. You'll find some throbbing. You'll hear some throbbing. You'll feel. So that is only called the pulse rate. As you for the first time you cannot feel, but if you keep on practicing you can feel. That's why doctors do that only. To measure the heartbeat, they will hold your left hand, means in the heart. So another, I'm gonna tell you something. Did you know that bruises and dark patches, when you often hurt yourself, the blood will clot there, and who protects it? The platelets protects it, as I told you at first only. So our chapter is finished, and if you like my video and enjoy learning this circulatory system, then don't forget to subscribe my channel RK Raising Kids to get more videos. So thank you very much.